Hello everyone. So this is our third lecture of the same lesson, food and health. And in the previous two lectures, we have studied the nutrients. What are the important nutrients for our body? Those five nutrients: carbohydrates, proteins, vitamins, minerals, whatever is required. Also water and roughage. In the next lecture, we covered the types of diseases, that is the communicable and non-communicable. So we discussed about communicable diseases, what are their spread, how they are spread, and what are the prevention we can take just to be stay healthy and fit. So now this lecture we have a part left, that is the non-communicable diseases. Children, sometimes what happens, though you are taking everything in proper proportion, but certain deficiencies come in your body. So that is what we discuss about. What are the deficiencies of vitamins and minerals in our body that are found. Till now, we have discussed about everything, the nutrients and the infectious diseases. Now, if we talk about the deficiency diseases, means when the body does not get any proper amount of nutrient, it may suffer from various diseases, and such diseases are called the deficiency diseases. Sometimes diseases are caused due to lack of right kind of food in the diet. So it can be a protein deficiency or it can be the vitamin deficiency. Deficiency diseases don't spread from one person to another and hence are called non-communicable or non-infectious diseases. Now, we talk about one disease that is due to protein deficiency, and that is what we call the protein deficiency disease. The name of that disease is kwashiorkor. For example, a child is suffering from protein deficiency. He looks weak and will not grow properly. The stomach will swell up and has sores on the skin. This condition can be cured by having a protein rich food, like you can take soya bean, you can take pulses, eggs, milk, and the germinated grains. Sometimes what happens, there is discoloration of hair and with the patchy skin that is seen. So this deficiency is because of the protein and named as kwashiorkor. If we talk about the vitamin deficiency, so here are some deficiencies falling in this category are of vitamin A, vitamin B1, C and D. So now we will discuss them separately. If we comes to deficiency of vitamin A, now how it is and in which product it is found, that is carrot, milk, butter, dark leafy vegetables, sweet potato, deep yellow, fruits and vegetable. Now what is the function of this vitamin in our body is to protect the eyes, keeps the skin, teeth and bones healthy. So you might have heard from your elders or especially your mother, she will also say you will have to drink milk, you have to take green leafy vegetables. Why? So that your eyes will be healthy and your skin will be very good. And one more important thing is carrots, that is if you have carrot every day in your diet, or one carrot as either it is raw or in the form or in a cooked form, so your skin will glow. So you can start eating carrots also because it will keep your skin very glowy also. And the deficiency caused by this is the night blindness, means you cannot see properly in the dark. And after some time when you grow up, what will happen? So complete darkness, or you can say complete vision, can also be lost if it continues. Vitamin B1 is found in milk, fish, meat, cereals, and deficiency may cause beriberi. That is a nerve disorder. In exam also you will be asked what is the deficiency caused by vitamin B1. So you have to write it's beriberi, and that is a nerve disorder. So what is the function of vitamin? it helps in the proper functioning of nerves and heart. Nervous system we have already studied, so that nervous proper functioning of those nerves and the heart is done by the vitamin B1. Now comes the vitamin C. It is found in orange and other citrus fruits like cabbage, tomatoes, green vegetable, everywhere. Now, if we talk about citrus food, means they have certain organic acids. Organic means they are natural acids. They are not very much, you can say, not dangerous for the body, but they are the organic ones, and protect diseases, like protect many of our body tissues. And its deficiency causes scurvy, that is the bleeding gums, swelling joints, and the wounds don't heal. Last is vitamin D, which we are discussing right now, found in milk, fish, eggs, and butter. Okay, and is help vitamin D helps to function the good, helps in the functioning of bones and teeth properly. If you are not taking vitamin D, that means your bones are not will be in good position. And deficiency may cause rickets. Rickets means you have soft bones that bend. Sometimes you might have seen a bow-shaped legs of some people. So, and one more natural source for this is, like, you can be have sometime you can sit in the sun to get vitamin D in your body. Second comes the mineral deficiency. In the mineral falls the iron, calcium, phosphorus, and iodine. Meat. Iron, if we talk about, is found in meat, spinach, apples, raisins. So, if you are not taking proper iron in your diet, you will be deficient. And a disease called anemia, you will be deficient of. This is the disease of blood. The body becomes pale and get tired very easily. So, the major function of iron is for making red blood cells. Why red blood cells? Why these cells are red? Because of the presence of a pigment called hemoglobin. So, they are red in appearance. Now, second is the mineral, that is calcium. It is found purely in milk and milk products, green leafy vegetables. Also, the deficiency of calcium will cause soft and weak bones and bad teeth. So, if you want to keep your bones healthy and your teeth in good position, then you have to take calcium, or naturally you can take it by taking milk. Phosphorus is a micronutrient, you can say, found in meat, bread, and milk. Also, the same function strengthen the bones and teeth, and deficiency is soft than weak bones. Last is the iodine. Iodine, you know, it is found in iodized salt, which controls the growth and speeds the chemical reaction, which is going inside our body. And if your diet is iodine deficient, then you will be suffering from goitre. Goitre, I'll show you the picture just now. That is the swelling in the neck region. So now what you have noticed is that milk is very essential, okay? For every diet, that is a wholesome food. So milk is the very common thing. If you are not having proper diet, like sometimes if you are skipping your meals also, then milk is very essential. Sometimes you don't feel like eating. Many times your mother say ki have some food or have some green leafy vegetables. Okay, sometimes when you're not happy to take it, so milk you can have, that is the wholesome food and will cure a lot of things in your body. So here is the picture of goitre. You can see this swollen neck. You can see the swollen neck, and because of the deficiency of this. And it also leads to the stunted physical and mental growth in the children. So to prevent it, you must take iodized salt, and it is because of the deficiency of iodine only. Some other, like apart from these vitamin deficiency, we have certain other non-communicable diseases. For example, sometimes by consuming alcohol or smoking habits, or like if you're not smoking, like the person who are not smoking, by the smoke or coming out of the vehicle. So you have seen in many metro cities what happens, there is a lot of smoke because on and off vehicles are running and lot of pollution is there. So what happens? Some are caused by the bad habits like smoking and drinking alcohol. Sometimes air pollution also causes non-communicable diseases of breathing system. and we start choking. We cannot just breathe properly, and choking is there whenever there is pollution in the environment. So what is the if we see as a whole, what is very important part is that we have to exercise and take a proper rest for the healthy functioning of our body, so that we may not suffer from some of the diseases. Body needs regular exercise and rest to remain healthy. Exercise makes your muscles grow stronger. Inner organs like heart and lungs will be stronger. Lack of exercise makes the muscles weak and flabby. And you know, children, those who exercise daily, those who are going for a walk daily, having running, cycling, everything, they are very much, you can say, very good in all work. And other people who are just eating and sleeping on the couch, becoming couch potato, they are very lethargic. So lack of exercise causes extra fat to settle under the skin and make the body overweight and unhealthy. So that is what we call obesity. Okay, that is also found in some of the people, which is not good for your health. So in this lecture we have covered the deficiency diseases. Deficiency diseases caused by the deficiency of vitamins, deficiency of minerals, and certain other non-communicable diseases like obesity due to pollution and various other things. So we should be very take care of our health, and we should be, so that we should be fit and can grow properly. So these are the important things we should keep in mind. Now, what we have covered in this unit is that our nutrients are very important for our good health. And okay, we are taking good nutrients, then also certain diseases we have to just take care of ourselves from so many diseases, so that we will not suffer from these type of diseases. And exercise is very much important, children. You are in a growing age, so better if you are, like nowadays, if you are not able to go out in your house only in the very morning, you can just get up early, and for, you can say, 15 minutes you can have a good exercise, so that your body will warm up and you be stay safe and healthy. And this is it for this lesson.